stuck in a hole.
Hi guys, welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I was mooching about looking for a Glenda video to do because I haven't done one in a while, and I came across this short, and it's like, if this doesn't sum her up, I don't know what does. She said, what? Are you ready?
Hi guys, so at the Taco Bell, and the good deal that I thought it was, I actually ate part of it for lunch, and then I brought the burrito home and ate that for my dinner.
Sure, Jan.
So I got 2 meals out of $7. But anyway, there was a lady there. I would say she was probably younger than me. I'd say she's in her 60s. And at first I thought she was a nurse because she had on scrubs. But she was all doubled over. I mean, she was like laying almost, vertical, almost, just trying to walk around. And she had 2 little boys with her, which had to have been her grandsons. So she was going back and forth getting drinks for them and getting their food and getting sauces and then straws. And then she came back several times just to get napkins. Well, while she was walking back and forth in front of me, I went, yeah, I'm always clearing my throat. I know y'all can hear me clearing my throat in my videos. And she told me, she said, cover your mouth when you cough, or else I'll go eat in my car. You just never know what these New Yorkers are going to come up with, are you?
Really? Don't you think that it is basic manners to cover your mouth when you cough? She had every right to tell you, cover your mouth when you're coughing all over the place in where people are eating. But of course, you don't play by the rules, do you? It doesn't fucking affect you. Why should you have to be... What's the word? Fuck's sake, I hate my head. Mannerly. In front of other people. And she was there with her grandchildren. And you try and set a good example to your grandkids. So they're going to see this white lady over in the corner coughing up a lung and think, oh, it's okay to do that without putting my hand over my mouth while I'm somewhere eating. Right, I'm going to go and look for a video to do, and I will be back in a second. I know it's clickbait. I know it is. But I have to see now. I did something that I'm ashamed of. Really? I bet there isn't a lot that you're ashamed of. See, people were saying about Jason's story. I may do that in a bit. But everybody knows it's a con. But then, it looks like he's in hospital. I don't know. Would he be as low down as her to do a GoFundMe when there's nothing wrong with him? And why did he come over without his wife? I got confused when it said her son. I'd forgotten about Jason, that Jason was her son. But why would he come to visit his mother without his wife? Unless his wife said, I had enough of her when she visited us. I am not putting up with her again. I wouldn't put it past her. I wouldn't blame her either. Right, so here we go. I did something that I'm so ashamed of.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I will try to talk a little bit louder because I do have my car running.
Why?
I have the air conditioner on this morning, but we finally got a break in the heat. It's 73 degrees outside now, so that's 20 degrees cooler than what it has been.
Why aren't you sat indoors with the AC on? Why are you sat in the car? You're going to kill that car. You've just got it running again. Oh, I'll give up.
Every day this past week. Oh, it was so hot yesterday. Even when I got into my apartment, I always wonder, should I leave the air conditioner on like 76 or 78? Or is it cheaper on my electric bill to just turn it off and let the apartment get really hot and then have to cool it down for hours after I get home? So I've been doing that, just turning it off and then cooling it down when I get home. But
so why don't you do that till you get your next electric bill and then do it the other way until you get your next electric pill, and then you can compare the two, and then you know which is better, whether to turn it off or leave it running.
Now that the weather is cooler, I can raise my windows and won't have to use the air conditioner, except when I sleep at night. I can't raise the windows in my bedroom because of the volleyball tournaments that go on in the back of the apartment.
They have volleyball tournaments overnight, do they? If you go to bed at stupid hours and sleep through the day like I do, then you can't expect everybody else to stop living their life because you might be asleep.
Neighbor's yard back door, they still have the volleyball tournaments, but I think some of the neighbors complain because they have been very quiet as far as noise, and they don't usually play music. It's a volleyball, so it's hitting the concrete constantly, and you hear that boom, 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 boom.
No, volleyball doesn't hit the concrete constantly. It hits hands. Volleyball is where you keep the ball up in the air.
Most nights it's till 1 or 2 in the morning. So I don't raise my windows in my bedroom unless it's in the dead of winter and they're not playing volleyball. So I wanted to tell y'all something that I do. When I get in my car, before I even back out of the driveway, I always pray. I pray for the Lord to keep me safe and protected, and to let my car...
Oh, I'm sorry. Who believes this bollocks? I pray to the Lord that he keeps me safe. If you were that fucking religious, you wouldn't be so nasty.
Car run and not break down on me, and most of all to keep me safe.
Me.
To help me to be very careful when I drive and not to hit another car or pull out in front of another car or get hit by a car. Or hit a pedestrian, because a lot of people here ride those little motorbikes and e-bikes and skateboards and all of those things, and they do
Gosh, she's worse than fucking Lisa for blabbering. Get to the point. What did you do?
a lot of walking and ride on bicycles, so they're constantly, darting in and out in front of my car or behind my car, whatever. So I have to really watch for that. And I also pray for patience and kindness, because
Ain't working, love.
inevitably there's going to be somebody that makes me angry. There's, these people up here in the Northeast, especially the Italians, they're going to express their feelings to you, either with, them saying something and you can read their lips, or throwing their hands up in the air, or, making some kind of obscene gesture.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be throwing their hands up in the air and making obscene gestures and all the rest of it if you weren't driving like a lunatic. There's no need for that. If everybody plays to the rules of the road and pays attention to what they're doing, then nobody needs to get angry and aggravated and swearing. And don't be blaming the people where you live, because you live there now, so you're one of them. Shut up.
And I don't do that. I think it
No,
is
of course you
disgusting and
don't.
degrading to the person who is doing, making that obscene gesture. I just don't do it. I think it's disgusting. Y'all know I've been on a search for Ife's birthday present. I babysat them on Saturday, and I had taken a bag. It's the bag that BB gave me when we were in Puerto Rico. It has all those beautiful purple and mauve flowers on it. And it's the reusable bag, and I had...
Oh dear God, she knows how to stretch a story. You're looking for Ife's birthday present and you took your bag with you. What was in the bag? Was it Ife's birthday present?
Bought some fruit for Jill, some mangoes and avocados and peaches. So I took those over there to her in that bag. And when I got there early, like at 8 o'clock. So Ife was still asleep, but when she woke up, I had emptied the bag into Jill's fruit dish. But I put I was still had the bag hanging on the railing, the stair rail. So when Ife woke up, she came over and sat by me, and she saw that bag, and she said, "Grandma, what's in that bag?" So I said, "Well, it's empty, but I had brought y'all some fruit in it." She said, "Oh, okay." But I know she was probably wondering if her birthday present was in it. So I told her, I said, I'm going to get your birthday present. I said, I'm still looking for it. So just give me a few more days until I find what I want to get you. So yesterday I was driving through a shopping center, and there are a lot of little stores in there, little tiny, well, there's a big...
This is what happens when people live on their own and they've got no one to talk to, or they live with a family who doesn't want to listen to it. They come onto YouTube and they make a 3-sentence story into a half-an-hour video, and it's like, can we not? Can you just say what the point of this is? Does Ife not have a wish list? Did you not ask her what she wanted for her birthday? Because what you think she wants and what she thinks she wants are probably two entirely different things. Makes life a lot easier if you let them have a wish list and you just pick something off it because you know it's something they want.
Big ShopRite supermarket sitting back behind all the little tiny stores, so people have to walk from the huge parking lot. There's a main road and then a huge parking lot. I mean, it spreads probably 2 or 3 acres, and then all these little stores, and then that huge ShopRite, and then a bunch of little dress shops, and that Amazing Savings is over there, and all of those little stores. So I wanted to go over there and look for her for the paint by number set that I want to get her. So I was driving through, and I was up near the sidewalk where people were, you know, crossing from the parking lot, going across to go into the grocery store.
Oh, for God's sake! I do not have the patience. Just get to the fucking point, woman.
And then coming from the grocery store, pushing their shopping carts and everything. It was just really, really busy. So I was easing through and stopping and, you know, letting people go and stopping again and easing through. So I got through all of that heavy traffic and heavy pedestrian traffic. So there was a couple on the right side. I don't think they were pushing a basket. They were wanting to cross, so I stopped and let them cross. So, you know, I shook my head and waved for them to cross. And so they crossed in front of me. And then I went to go, not knowing that there was a man about to cross in front of my the driver's side. So I slammed on the brakes. Well, he threw his arms up in the air and started mouthing something to me. Well, so I let it go. You know, I said, "I'm sorry," because I didn't see him. I was watching this family cross, and by the time they cleared the car, I didn't see the other guy trying to cross in front of me. So I told her I'm mad.
Maybe you should have been paying fucking attention. That's what you do before you push your foot on the gas, is you check both ways just to see. Could have been a kid that had run out in front of you.
I'm sorry. Well, he got over when he got to the front of the passenger side, he threw his arms up and started doing all this crap to me. So, that just raised my ire. So I shot him the bird.
Is that
then
it?
He turned around and reared his fist back like he was going to come after me. So I took off. I got out of that parking lot. Y'all, what
Glenda, have you not noticed? When these things happen, you're blaming the other person and it's your fault. You nearly ran him over and then you gave him the middle finger. And you're wondering why he's angry. You start hawking your guts up in front of some woman and her kids having their dinner at Taco Bell, and you wonder why she said something. Oh, but it's the world against you, isn't it?
I felt so ashamed and embarrassed.
Good.
That I did that, but actually he deserved it.
No, he didn't.
But can you imagine an old 73-year-old woman shooting somebody the bird? It's deplorable, and I am ashamed of myself. But then, I called you. I said, I can't believe I did this, but this, guy, you know, saying all of this stuff to me. I don't even know what he
Well, exactly. You don't know what he said. He could have been saying, you frightened the ever-loving shit out of me. I've got a pacemaker and it's gone all wonky now, thanks. And then you stick your middle finger up at him.
was saying. But it just made me so mad. He didn't have any business to be doing that, because I did stop and let him pass, and I did mouth, I'm sorry. Besides, it was his fault for walking in front of me to begin with. But if y'all
Oh, it's not your fault, is it? Ever?
ever done that, I know you have. You can't say that you haven't. But anyway, I'm still on a mission to find her paint by number set. So let me go sit.
Why do you want a paint by numbers set? Does she want a paint by numbers set? Or is it your bright idea? Do they even do them anymore? I used to like doing them.
And I will, if I ever do find one, I will show it to y'all. So y'all please give me a thumbs up.
No.
Make sure I raise the right finger. And share. And if you're new here, please subscribe and join my YouTube family. You will be loved and accepted here. And y'all, just keep on coming back. Bye, guys. Wow. Oh, and it's full of candy.
Yep. And it's really big for your coffee or hot chocolate or tea or whatever you drink.
I drink coffee. That's very nice. Thank you. I love it.
She doesn't sound very grateful, does she? What is it with fucking narcissists? Anyway, we got to the end, folks, and if you got here with me, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.